Somebody's seeing somebody with me. People are seeing a person with me, but there's nobody with me. And I don't understand why, how, but I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. I'm just going to look forward to reading your comments for some sort of explanation on what's happening here, okay, guys? Okay, so it started when a few weeks back I went to the Canadian Tire store. Canadian Tire is like a hardware store for people that don't know. Hardware automotive type of store. So I went in and I was roaming the aisles a couple of times looking for something specific for my car, and I kind of gave up. And then I walked over to the guy over at the computer. Right, there's nobody in the store. It was dead. There wasn't any traffic. It was dead as it was just dead. So I walked over to him. He saw me. He's like, "Oh, hey." I'm like, "Hey, sir, can you?" I gave him the year of the vehicle, the make, the model, and I said, I need something for this vehicle. He's like, "No problem." He looked behind me. He's like, "Oh, where's the guy that was with you? Or there was a gentleman with you." Oh no, there's no one behind me, sir. There's nobody here. I'm here alone. It's like, oh, and the man was maybe in his mid to late 50s, and he said to me, he's like, "Oh, I could have sworn you were walking. Somebody was walking with you in the aisles, like somebody was walking side by side with you, or kind of behind you a bit." Oh, well, I'm here alone. I don't think there's anyone else in the area. And I kind of went on my tippy toes to kind of look around. I'm like, it's a pretty dead area here right now. He's like, "Yeah, I know. Sorry." It's just so he apologized. I'm like, "Don't. What are you apologizing for?" So he gets me what I need, puts it in the bag, and I leave. No worries. So whatever. And then a day later, I go over to the ice rink. And my son's going to go there and do something in the morning. Like some class trip is going to be there. But I was really early. So I know the guys. I said hi to them when I walked in. They know me on a first name basis. Small town. I went upstairs to the mezzanine area, and it was pitch black. I turned on the lights and look around, and it's quiet, and then all the chairs are up because I think they cleaned the floor. So I took one of the chairs out, put it down over by the window so I could look at the ice. And then as I put the chair down, I look up and I see a friend I haven't seen actually in a while. I look down and I wave, and he's calling me down. He's like, "Come down." I'm like, "Okay." So I just leave my whatever bag or whatever I had there in the mezzanine area. And then I come down the stairs, and I say, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Shook his hand. He gave me a hug. He was so happy to see me. And I'm like, "You doing okay, family?" He was like, "Yeah, it's good." Then he asked me, he's like, "Who's the guy there that when you waved, he waved at me too?" "What guy? Is it that there's a guy there? He was there beside you. I thought you were, I thought maybe that's somebody you're kind of taking around town, or a friend or family." I'm like, "No, there's nobody there." He's like, "What?" So he comes upstairs, looks, and there's nobody here. He's like, "Mike, I could have sworn there was a guy maybe a foot and a half away from you. When you waved, like seconds later, he put his hand up." And I'm like, and I told him that happened at the Canadian Tire like the other day. He's like, weird. So he went to the bathroom and turned on the lights and looked around. He's like, "That's strange." Okay. So, okay. I didn't think anything of it either. He's like, "Yeah, people are just, you know what it is, right? Yeah, people are just overstressed, underslept, whatever, right?" Okay. So a week and a half or a week later, I'm driving into work. I'm bringing in my little car. I'm driving, and I see a friend up on the right side by the stop sign. I wave at him. He waves back at me, and I give him the thumbs up, and I drive through. And I get to the store. I'm here. And then just before I close that day, he catches up to me. He's like, "Hey," shook my hand. He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Not much, man." He's like, then I said, "Yeah, I was coming into work this morning, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Yeah, who was that next to you, sitting next to you, wearing but then he said he was wearing a ball cap. He was wearing a ball cap. And I'm like, okay, understood. Like, then he asked me, and I told him, something strange is going on. Something really weird is going on. And I don't know why. And I explained to him the Canadian Tire thing, and I explained to him over at he's like, "Oh, maybe someone's watching over you, or someone's close to you or something." Okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, this is a good thing because I'm not feeling negative, no negativity. I'm not feeling cold. I'm not feeling anything obscure, but I don't see what they're seeing. You see, that's the thing. And then last week in my store, I'm here. I'm leaned up against this glass and I'm reading my Mad magazine. It's over there. I was reading my Mad magazine over here and I'm kind of hutched over on the glass. And a lady walks in, smiles, and says hi. And I'm like, hello. Just let me know if you need a hand. I'm here if you need something. She's like, no worries. And she looks up, she looked up at me and waved and whatever. So she's looking around and looking around the store. Then she comes around the side here and she goes, you guys been here for a while? Yeah, I've been here since like 2017 and whatnot in this town and doing what I do. And she's like, where's the, was that your business partner or family? Or like, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, when I came in, there was somebody kind of 3 feet over from me. Like, so I would be here. That's what she stated, right? Oh no, there's nobody here with me, ma'am. I'm just here alone. And then I let her look in the back room. She goes, well, that's creepy. She's like, oh, it's just me. Maybe I got to get my glasses checked. That's what she said. I'm like, no worries, ma'am. It's okay. We do that all the time. We do things like this. She's like, well, I got to be careful driving if I'm seeing things. I'm like, I don't think you're seeing things, ma'am. It's just a quick glance and, maybe, peripheral vision, side vision, whatever. I try to, no worries. So then I go back and take the camera footage. So I'm looking at the camera footage. I see myself hunched over reading the Mad magazine. I'm flipping through and I'm putting on my cheater glasses because I can't really read without the cheater glasses, right? Because I'm getting old. And I look over, I see her walking in, waving at me, and it looks like she did like a double, like to two, like she was like waving to a crowd of people as opposed to a person. I didn't get much out of it. I just got her, when she walked around, she was startled that I was standing there alone and asked where the other person was that was beside me. Or, she asked if that was my business partner, and I said, no, there's nobody here with me. I'm here alone in the store. So this happened, and I'm just asking you guys if you guys know what the deal is, why this is happening. I don't know if I should even have made a video about this. Maybe this is something that doesn't interest. It's not interesting, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. And it's been now a week or a week and a few days where this has happened. And I'm almost compelled to ask people that see me around or that know of me or see me, and I'm alone, and then later contacting them, hey, by the way, I saw you at the store the other day grocery shopping. Did you notice anything strange with me or any? Like, I'm compelled to set it up in a way to say, yeah, there was somebody with you. Who is that? Like, I'm just trying to set it up so I could, yeah, I don't know. It's just really, really, really strange that this is happening. I don't know why it's happening. It just doesn't make any mathematical logical sense. But again, it's the spiritual warfare we're going through. We've been discussing digital war, digital prison. We've been talking about since 2016, telling you guys that we're in a spiritual war, and that angels or supreme beings or higher level entities are watching over us. Like, we've been talking about this, and this is not really a channel topic that we talk about. I think I've made 3 videos in 5,400 videos we made discussing this kind of stuff, right? Like, I looked back to see on the channel if we talked about something specific. I said government's pushing people back to the arms of God. That was a 2013 video we made. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else in between. There was a 2015 video we made, how biblical intervention is needed now. We need a biblical intervention. That was in 2015, right? And in 2017, we did another one about governments taking the place of God of sorts. And like, I think that was the video. And I went over some of the deleted videos that got deleted. And there's quite a few of them there. Not a lot, but my channel isn't dedicated to this kind of discussion, right? It's more about connecting the dots across the Commonwealth, boots on the ground, figuring out what's going on, right? So anyways, I look forward to reading your comments below and letting me know what you guys think. So what I've gotten is, was wearing a ball cap, right? I wear a ball cap, so I don't know. It's a male, and that's what I got for now. And if anybody says anything more, or I catch anything, I'll do a follow up video for you guys, and we'll go from there. But do I feel creeped out? Not really. Do I feel cold, scared? No. It's something's going on. The spiritual war is amping up, right? There was, I think, a show we did, live stream we did back in 2018. Spiritual warfare is ramping up, right? They want our souls, right? So I'm just kind of thinking and kind of perusing back through time, figuring out what we said, or what if something we said specific, or something's being triggered for something to be opening up. I don't know. I'm going to read your comments. Thanks, guys, for this. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.